A lawsuit dropped in the hands of Tulsa officials today that claimed decades of deliberate hiding of evidence. Thank you for joining me tonight at 5. I'm Erin Christie. We've told you Tulsa native Henry Jamerson planned to file suit after being wrongfully convicted of rape. The 89-page complaint outlines what his attorneys call a giant cover-up, but the city of Tulsa is staying firm. In 2015, after completing his 24 years in prison, Henry Jamerson began the fight to clear his name. In the summer of 2024, a judge threw out the 1991 rape conviction.
Most people get out of prison and, just leave it alone. So I ain't that type.
The second fight continued in November to get his name off the sex offender registry. True News was there when he won. So was the rape victim, Kayleen Dubbs, who maintains police coerced her into pinning the crime on Jamerson.
Now that I'm older and I think back of all this, I see through everything that they did. And I'm going to stand here until it's over.
The latest fight, he says, for justice. A civil rights lawsuit against the city of Tulsa, DA Steve Kunzweiler, and a dozen former and current police officers filed by attorney Dan Smolin.
Anyone who looks at this case objectively would be disgusted by what they see.
It was Smolin who permissibly searched the TPD property room and found the DNA himself. According to the complaint, quote, hid in a gun locker to prevent Jamerson's counsel from finding it. It had been in TPD's possession the entire time.
I already know. I told him, I said, "Dang, you gonna find that evidence." Most lawyers, they ain't gonna take time like he did.
The DNA from that rape kit was tested, Jamerson's sentence vacated. The complaint also says the composite was sketched by a TPD detective, not a forensic artist, and based on a photo of Jamerson, and only afterwards shown to the rape victim.
And they can't show footage. They don't have the footage anymore of them sitting in a room with me asking me all these questions. It just disappeared.
The rape occurred outside a Tulsa restaurant called Ma Bell's. Documents state 2 other suspects were named by fellow employees but never investigated. It states an arrest warrant was issued without a probable cause affidavit, and that even after the arrest, Jamerson was never interviewed by Tulsa police.
It is very simple to look at the facts of what happened to him and how his life was ruined and say, you know what, Mr. Jamerson, we are so sorry that this happened to you. It's important that the public is aware of what happened to Henry Jamerson. Period.
On top of facing this lawsuit, the Tulsa County District Attorney is also appealing Jamerson's overturned conviction. A Tulsa police spokesperson said they do not comment on pending litigation.